All right, we are back at the man cave. How you guys doing today? We've got a nice little video for you. Uh, Divorced women complaining about their piss poor choices. Let's get it started.
My partner canceled our wedding 2 days before it was supposed to happen.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been to stay updated with.
Ben and I are divorcing and we've started mediation, but we're only one visit in and we have nothing on paper. Nothing is in the courts, nothing. So we are still married. This house is still half his. Everything is half his, half
50-50.
mine, theoretically. And
legally.
I know I've said at some point, like, all I care about is custody of the kids and being able to support them and keep the house. Like, I don't care what furniture you take.
I'm sure.
Like, I know I've said that out loud.
Yeah, they all
just
say
sort
it.
of
They say things that they don't mean.
like in a non-concrete way. And today I was at work and the ring cam went off and I looked at my watch and I saw a moving truck backing into our driveway and him moving furniture out.
Yeah.
I had no idea this was happening.
But you knew it was going to
I
happen.
didn't know what he was taking. And I was at work. I work in special education for elementary kids. I can't just leave. And I don't even know that I could stop him because it's his house and his stuff.
Yeah, it's his stuff, and you're keeping.
But now
you're
I'm
probably
sitting
keeping the house.
in my car in my driveway, and I can't go in there because I don't know what's gone.
I'll get to the point. Listen, if he's moving the stuff out, that means that you got the house. You just not that long ago stated that you didn't care if he took the furniture. All you cared about was the kids. You may actually get the kids, depending on what state you're in, and you're also going to be getting the house. Now, if that's legally that he's giving you the house, and you have like you guys actually talked about it, or whatever. But the fact is, you're clearly getting the house, and you're still complaining because you're not happy that he's taking some things out of the house. Well, which one is it? Are you happy about he's moving out, or you're not happy, or you don't care about the furniture, but you do care about the furniture? Come on, make some sense, baby.
And I don't know how I'm going to handle it.
Like an adult?
When I see
wanted a divorce.
Things not there. So what I'm saying is, this is worse than cancer, and I've had cancer twice. So if anybody has any tips for literally surviving.
It seems like the Lord really wants to try to end her, and she's fighting it.
Hit your girl up.
Brothers, divorce can be a real nightmare for men, especially when it feels like the card is not.
He says it's gonna be okay, but no one really knows that. That's just what you say. I just feel like it's a little bit unfair.
TikTok's a cancer.
I'm so overweighting. Like, when is it gonna be my turn? What did I do wrong? The thing is, I don't even.
Well, that's easy. You skipped over the 80% of men. You went after the top 10% of men. They didn't really want you in at the bottom 10% of men. Got used and pumped and dumped. You got broken. Too many baggages. Too many sausages. Too many notches on your belt. Pair bonding. Any of this ringing a bell? No, because that's part of accountability. Okay.
I don't want to be getting married or having kids right now, but I'm just starting to get nervous. What is wrong with me? I don't know why it's so easy for some people. I just feel like I'm never gonna find the person, if I even have a person. And I don't want to sit around swiping on fucking dating apps and going on these first dates where you just sit down and you're like, let's see if we like each other. It just feels so forced. I don't want to be alone forever. I feel like we're playing musical chairs, and if I don't spend time on it right now, then
Well, your first mistake was talking about online dating. These swipe. Yeah, that you don't really, you think going on a date is forced? Think about being a man when you're sitting there and you like somebody and you pretty much never get a response back from them because you don't match anything that they want in a man. They want everything up here, but they're all down here. They're where you are, but they're mentally up here. So you go swipe up. He's got good hair. Swipe up. Six-pack abs. Swipe. That looks like a bulge in his pants. You do these things, and then you're shocked that dating online sucks. Of course, you're going to shoot for the top tier man, and rightfully so. It makes perfect sense, but you got to stay within your lane. A lot of these women don't stay in their lane, and they go out of their way. to pick the top tier guys that don't even really want them, don't need them, and basically could walk around and just not take them. So they don't understand. They don't understand, and they go after the same type of dudes that get used them. And they're like, why can't I find a good man? Because you skip the majority of men that would be good men to you.
I'm going to be the last one standing up when everyone sits down and everyone's going to get married and start having kids. And then I'm just going to be like the last single person and no one is going to have time for me. Like, I didn't have a bad childhood. It wasn't like super traumatic. But then like, if it wasn't purity culture that messed me up and made me afraid to like date and take risks, then what is it? Like, why am I such a pussy? I just feel like I'm always working so hard on something. I'm always working toward a goal. Like, when is it going to be my turn to like fall in love and relax and like chill? Even with content has been so fucking cool over the past few months, but I still don't feel like I'm in a place where I have like such an engaged community that I can relax. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what people want to see from me, and that's so consuming. And when stuff doesn't do well, it just feels like my life isn't interesting enough. God, I always used to say that, like, how can you even record if you're that upset? I don't know if I can post this.
The real
Let's start off with the fact that you're online complaining about stupid stuff that is not important. You're not talking to a specialist. You're talking to other broke people that are just as broke as you and are going to give you their version of what you should do. None of them are going to give you the proper information. They're just going to say, yeah, do this. And that's what you're going to do. And you're going to follow it because you're an idiot. And instead of listening to a professional, you'll talk to other broke people who are just as broke as you, who are giving you bad information because it feels good. Remember that word? Feels good.
Like, I'm going to get made fun of for posting this, but I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't mean to stop, but you ever notice everyone always does that? I know I'm going to get hate for this, or I'm not going to make fun for this, but I'm going to know they make it acknowledging, knowing that we already know you are probably an idiot for doing this, and I don't care, I'm independent, I can do it on my own. I'm tired of trends.
Like, it is so hard to articulate how being single in today's life is, and I feel like this creator just, like, I feel like this every day, and I'll break down and I'll, it's so discouraging. And then the analogy where she said something about musical chairs and how it feels like you're going to get to a point and everyone's sitting and then you're the only one standing and there's not going to be anyone left. It's like, that's exactly how I feel, because I'm like, should I panic, date someone, or I've waited this long? Like, I should just keep waiting until it's the right person or the right fit, and I haven't found that yet. And then I'm starting to just like question myself. And I mean, like, I have faith. My like mom passed away, so I have like a feeling that she can't pick someone for me, but I also don't know if that's just me being optimistic to like survive.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know. It's lonely and it's so disheartening, but also you like grow in your singleness.
God, come on, hurry up and get to the freaking point. Jesus, they just ramble on and on. I'm not sitting through this. This is ridiculous. Women, this is why you won't go to a specialist, because a specialist will probably tell you to get to the point of the problem. You're rambling on. And you know what? If you go to a specialist, you'll have to pay them. So you don't have to be able to, you have the chance to sit here and just drain all your resources to tell them. You'll get to the point. Here, we can listen to your stupidity complaining about why you're alone. And you know why you're alone, but you won't do anything to stop why you're alone.
I like myself more than I ever have.
Clearly you don't.
When I was with somebody, or even
because then you'd be happy by yourself.
That I just like love my own company now. So why would I risk that? But it is literally so traumatizing in today's day and age.
Yep.
To be single. I'm like going into
poor thing.
The what? going into my like eighth, not eighth, going into like my 5th summer of going to weddings alone. And it's just like,
oh yeah, the wedding thing.
It really does a number on you. And my dads will keep saying, you know, oh, what's wrong with you? Or why don't you have someone yet? And then other people say they'll come. And it's just like, will they? I'm starting to just kind of think that they won't. So
they won't. Here's the thing. They won't come because you're your own worst enemy. Let's keep it real. You're your own worst enemy. You probably did something wrong that screwed the whole thing up. And now you're trying to pretend like you don't understand. Because everyone else is at fault. It's never you.
My partner canceled our wedding 2 days before it was supposed to happen. And I'm in a complete state of shock, hurt. I feel abandoned. I'm in so much pain.
What did you do?
I need support. I need advice.
My heart goes out to her. I know this has to be extremely painful, but my hope is that one day she'll see this as a blessing, that you did not marry a man who would get up there in front of God, family, friends, you, and everybody else and say some vows that he did not mean. If he did go through with the wedding vows, you could have been feeling the repercussions of a man that didn't really want to do it throughout the entire marriage. You could have been wondering, why doesn't he touch me? Why doesn't he do anything romantic? Why does it feel like I'm in a loveless marriage?
How about this? How about we get to the down and dirty grit of it? Why did he cancel? Why didn't he want to get married? Why didn't he want to take that responsibility? What did she do to turn him off to the point that he didn't want to get married? What happened to that point between point A and point B as to why he bounced and said he didn't want nothing to do with it? No, it's believe all women and we're going to listen to women. So here we go. I'm sure you did everything right, girlfriend. You were on the ball, girlfriend. You got the bad, girlfriend. It's his fault. I guarantee you that's exactly what they're thinking.
You could have been wondering, is it me the entire marriage? When that man knew. He may have even known when he put the ring on your finger in the first place, but he was willing to go through the motions. This man saved you a lifetime of misery, because there's nothing more miserable than being in a relationship when you're the only one who wants to be. One day you'll realize that he spared you from a horrible life and set you free to go on and live an amazing one. You deserve a love that you don't have to question, that you don't have to doubt, that you don't have to beg for, that you don't have to feel obligated to accept. You deserved better than him. You may not have known that, but I think he did.
And I'm gonna leave it at that point. And this is why I say that women live in a delusional world. They really don't understand relationships. They don't really understand. Modern women do not understand relationships. They don't understand pretty much anything with bonding with another man anymore. They come out here, they make these videos, and she just says a little small thing, no context, no answers to why he may have left, no reflection as to what she could have done better. You just have a black woman who comes out here and tells you you're the bag, you're the prize, fighting your whole life, color purple effect, and it's never your fault. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box at the end, in the comments in the description box, so you can look up the entire video. It's actually pretty good. But ending the show, I'm gonna be like, this is why women stay single, and just keeping it serious is being honest. This is one of the biggest problems why a lot of black women are just least desired. They all have, not all, let me rephrase that. A lot of them have this impression that they live the color purple life. You can do bad by yourself. You don't need no man. You'll find a silver lining. You'll find this great guy. No, you won't. Because if he left you, probably it's because he saw something in you and he was trying his best to see if you would change and it didn't work. And he said, nah, I'm good. You also have to remember, if this is in this country, you have laws that protect that woman when she gets married, as if she's still a woman who can't get a job, can't take care of herself, or do any of that wonderful stuff. So they will give her free money out of his pocket to doing absolutely nothing. If they have kids, oh, she can probably get that too, and destroy him in the courts. But of course, women don't ever see that until everything's turned around on them. Then all of a sudden, all these laws are unfair and justice. We need justice for females who are taken to court. You wanted to be independent. This is why context is important. When you go into it and you're just throwing a whole bunch of BS, and all about my feelings, of course this is going to happen. You have feelings. Oh, I feel that she was a victim. I feel that she's right. I feel that he was a monster. No context. But when you have a man who puts out receipts that shows that she's been lying, oh, well, let's get the full facts before we make past judgment. But you had no problem looking at that same chick's videos about nothing but my feelings and took her word for it 100%. This is why modern women are going extinct. It's gonna be, was it 2046, 2030, when women are gonna be 50% single and childless? You don't realize this because it hasn't happened. Women wait till it's already happening. They don't wait until it's about to happen or going to happen. They wait till it's already happened and then complain to something. And then when it comes down to it, what do? Oh, it's men's fault. You're right, it's men's fault. We turned away from modern women. The smart women are learning not to be affiliated with you. They're going to push themselves as far away from you as possible because you're toxic. And let's say it, it's cancer.